Welcome back. Once more, and just like that, the most recent episode of the Max spin-off series finds Carrie deeply enmeshed with her ex-fiancé, Aidan Shaw. The two argue about who should close the blinds to block the annoying sunlight as they struggle to get out of their knotted sheets and into each other's arms. It's a revolting scene that raises the question, is there any employment left? Aidan does not have 3 sons. Will Carrie simply rely on Mr. Big's estate to support her for the rest of her days? And speaking of Mr. Big, the man is undoubtedly squirming in his Armani suit because, after mourning John James Preston's death for the past season and a half, Carrie is now publicly stating that she may not have truly loved him. Carrie dropped this bomb on her bestie Miranda Hobbes after gushing about how she's been having the best orgasms of her life and attributing it to holding back with Aidan in the past due of Big. I've been asking myself, was Big a big mistake? Sincerely, what comes next? Will Alexander Petrovsky suddenly appear and take Carrie back to Paris, and will we all be obliged to comply? Will everything be forgiven if Jack Berger writes her a sonnet on a post-it note? Although she even tells her pals, if everything feels right, and it should, then why slow it down? Carrie doesn't exhibit any signs of taking everything gently. Maybe because you spent a week in bed after your husband passed away and now you're persuaded you wouldn't have loved him in the first place. Carrie is now planning a trip to Virginia, of all places, to see Aidan and meet his sons, who are now 14, 17, and 20. What possibly could go wrong? At least she is honest when she says, "I'm still traumatized from that country shack he had upstate." Traumatized? That's excellent, Miranda responds. Coming from Miranda, "I'm desiring me some chi. I understand that implies you're still there, someplace." Hobbes, you ought to humiliate Carrie. Speaking of chi dias, Carrie proposes to rent out their previous residence so Aidan can stay there instead of his dread of Carrie's trauma-filled abode. Carrie and Aidan speak with Chi about their restored romance following a horrifying incident involving a pair of tongs that occurred in a home goods store, and is probably the reason Bed Bath & Beyond filed for bankruptcy. Why wasn't this successful the first time? She queries. Carrie utters, "Because I've made a mistake," and collapses into Aidan's arms. What about the Mr. Big face-off, where Aidan acknowledged that his main goal was to compel her into marriage so he could claim his property? Carrie, did you learn nothing from your encounter with Gloria Steinem just a few episodes ago? The effect it has on Carrie's realtor friend Seema Patel is actually the finest aspect of Carrie and Aidan trying again. It's obvious that Seema is a fictitious substitution for Samantha Jones, as she joins Carrie and the women for breakfast and exudes confidence as a big female boss. It's therefore extremely intriguing to witness how she responds to the inconsolable couple. She initially refuses Carrie's invitation to meet Aidan before she confronts her in the rain outside a hair shop over a cigarette, something that Aidan forbids, no less. She reminds Carrie that in the previous episode, she had promised to join her for summertime in the Hamptons by investing in a pricey beach house there. With the words, "I won't love the way I feel about myself while he's there," Seema informs Carrie that she has cancelled the house visit, adding, "From all I've heard, it seems to me like you've had these 2 tremendous loves and I've had none. I don't want to blow all my money on this emotion." As Seema requests some distance, Carrie understands that she may be in danger of losing yet another friend as a result of her disagreement with Samantha. Space creates more room for friends. Carrie pleads to Seema, "Please, truly, please, don't move away from me and act like you can't see me at a bowl at the salon getting my hair washed." And even though Seema initially appears unwilling to participate in Carrie and Aidan's PDA extravaganza, she eventually joins them for supper. Then, as she packs her things to go to Aidan's farm, Carrie is heard saying with joy, "It was our fresh beginning." While Carrie is away in Aidan land, Miranda appears to have realized her error and pleaded for her internship at Human Rights Watch to be reinstated. Miranda pledges to put in a lot of effort because she fears that, like Lauren Conrad, the girl who skipped Paris, she will face discrimination for passing up the internship to attempt California dreaming with Chi. But she quickly finds that her fellow interns and their strange garlic cookies aren't happy since she is receiving special treatment. Miranda responds to someone who asks whether she is perfect, "In fact, I'm a sexually troubled alcoholic who's experiencing a divorce, so consider that, garlicky cookie girl." After making careful to communicate her concern about her privilege, she eventually secures a position as her boss' pregnant replacement. She is reminded by her boss of her 30-year career. Ideally, a former lawyer is going back to her roots, and not only the red ones. The current version of the same outfit Charlotte York Goldenblatt wore in her 20 seconds is what she will be wearing as she prepares to re-enter the art gallery scene. Charlotte, however, has only come to realize that midlife is the devil, which means she is unable to lose weight the way she formerly could. Charlotte arrives at her first day of work after consuming bone broth for a week and donning roughly 10 different pairs of shapewear only to be met by the very skinny 20-somethings she had been dreading. But have no worry, SATC fans, and just like that would not conclude with such a cliched, body-negative plot in 2023. Layla, Charlotte's supervisor, is a young woman with a full figure and a lot of vitality. Charlotte's Web is one of Layla's favorite books, and she proudly wears a crop top while encouraging Charlotte to make herself comfortable. She does, throwing out some shapewear that probably costs as much as a monthly mortgage payment. Everything turned out fine in the end, but we'll have to wait until next week to find out how things are doing on Aidan's farm or whether Miranda will keep shaking her vegetables like a Kardashian. See you eventually on another engrossing review. I hope the video is enjoyable. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Thanks for watching.